trailing 4-3, but on serve in this first set.
What? What?
Uh-oh. I wasn't going to say it.
It's not that she double faults as much as how much she misses when she starts double faulting. So let's see if that was just a rarity or her serve is she's having troubles with it.
Good overhead smash by Sabatini, using her height advantage. 15 all.
Here's what saved her. Look how deep that volley was. And that enabled her to be able to hit the overhead smash. But the real key there was the deep volley.
What?
Seles going cross court.
Strong. 15-30.
Well, you can't be discouraged. You've got you know that you're going to come in against someone who can hit a lot of good passing shots, and you just have to persevere and give up a few points, but keep coming. Beautiful.
Oh, yes, and it worked. 30 all.
This is the perfect approach shot. Coming in, backspin. It's slow enough. Look what it does. It enables her to be able to get in a little bit closer and cut down the angle. Plus, Monica is having to bend a whole lot more. And when you've got two hands, and Monica's a little taller than she was when she was a junior, it's harder getting down there.
Seles passing effectively tonight. Has a break opportunity.
Well, Sabatini violated a very important principle there, and that is if you're going to hit an approach shot, you do not want to come in cross-court too much. Only if you're very, very certain they've got a weak side, and that's not Monica's weak side. That.
Seles gets the big break. She leads 5-3 in his first set. It was quite a rally. Very deep penetrating ground strokes. Time to a chance to serve out the set.
Esther and Karoli Seles. Basically her coach from day one. She's had a few others, but still out there feeding balls to Monica.
At 15.
0-10. Love 15.
15 all. Just long.
15 parties, 15 all.
$15-30.
Strong, 15-30.
Double break point now for Sabatini.
15-14.
That's wide. Sabatini has the break and will serve to tie the set at 5 all when we come back.
Very good first set. Monica Seles up 5-4 over Gabriela Sabatini. This is what I would call a high-risk match. Anytime you are hitting for the outside channels here, if you're going to play in the center zone in here, you're playing conservatively. Let's look now at this rally at how many balls are being hit to the outside. We'll roll it. I'll just mark a dot each time it hits after the... So you get a sense now of how much these players are doing with the ball, but at the same time going more for the lines. And this is what is making this such a good match tonight, is that both players are responding to the other player who is taking the risk. And so we're getting some exceptionally good rallies.
Sabatini, 2 balls in play, trailing 5-4 in this first set. Chance to tie things up.
This is good for her serve. She can get a little bit more pace on it as long as she stays confident with it. Question now, she's down 5-4. Can she do well with her serve? Yes.
Just one.
Well, because the balls are lighter at this point, having introduced new balls, and Monica hits the ball so flat, the balls will tend to fly just a little bit more. In other words, if this was a ball that had been played for 2 or 3 games, it would have fallen in.
What?
There's another one, Jess Long.
30 love.
The variety that Sabatini's throwing at Seles.
Seles throws one right back at her.
Sabatini was controlling the point, doing so much more with the ball, and all of a sudden Seles does a little drop shot. Perfect disguise.
$40-15.
40-15.
great points. Solid return by Seles. Sabatini got on her horse and just got it back. Little luck involved in that one. 5 all.
5 games sold.
And the applause from the champ. Team love. 30 love. Peter, how much time would Sabatini and Juan Nunes have discussed strategy today? Would they spend a lot of time on her, or would he just give her a few key thoughts to ponder?
Well, 2 things for her is that he's telling her that she can serve. Everybody else is worried about her serve. Every media interview she goes into. And then secondly, and that's very important for this particular match. And the second thing is they've already discussed this because they played in Atlanta together. What Gabby's doing better tonight is she's executing. Juan Nunes has already given her the game plan in Atlanta. She just got to do it a little bit better tonight.
40 love.
And she has. He has to be very pleased with the way she has played because she has really done nothing wrong here. Almost every mistake she has made, her intention, what she was trying to do, has been very solid. And it's good because her first two matches haven't been that good here.
And Seles wins the game to love. Sabatini serves to force a first set tiebreak upon our return.
Had 6-5 in the first set against Gabriela Sabatini. They had a wonderful point. I want to show you now Gabriela Sabatini coming in to hit the down the line approach shot. Basically, if you're coming in and you hit a ball here, you want to go down the line. If you go cross court, you're going to then have to move to position 2. So let's watch this now. She comes in. She's in trouble. Anytime you're in trouble, the rule is go down the line. We're going to freeze right now. And what she needs to do is attempt to get over to somewhere in this zone. If she went cross court, she'd have to get to area 2. Keep rolling. And because she got into correct position, she was there for the volley. Perfect tactical play.
I think in hockey that's called read and react. She read the situation and reacted properly.
Yeah, and the more you can understand the principles. This is why a lot of players who don't learn how to serve and volley, when they do get in, they're out of position. So the opportunity to even react is not there.
Oh,
30. Second. 15-30.
The most important point right now for both players, because if Monica wins it, she's up 40-15. She'll go for her return. Sabatini needs to get it to 30 all.
And she did. 2 good serves. Sabatini serving tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And Nunez, he took the approach that Tony Picard took when he was coaching Stefan Edberg. Edberg had a very weak forehand. Everybody talked about it. Tony said, your forehand is great, even though it wasn't at the time. In this particular case, Sabatini doesn't have a great serve, but the motion is correct. For so long, she's had hundreds of bits of information given to her, so she's very confused with her serve. She just has to get comfortable with the fact that Juan Nunez has now got her to the position where she can serve. Seles is playing safe.
We're going to a tiebreak.
Watch where Seles goes. She moves in, and she actually moves back on her volley instead of moving forward.
6 games all time.
Sabatini didn't try to drive the ball. We saw this yesterday with her where she just chipped it. Very good tennis so far from Sabatini. I think we expected this from Seles because she has been playing quite well, and you're always going to get a consistent performance from her, but I don't think we anticipated the high level of play from Sabatini so far tonight.
Whoa!
Sabatini to serve.
Because Monica is such a dominating player, sometimes it's hard to imagine that there is this little chink in her armor, and it's more emotional than it is physical. Her ground strokes, she's not going to change those, but sometimes she just doesn't have the full confidence to get out. Sabatini not happy with this because look where the ball lands. It's a high looper. Thank you, says Monica.
What?
Oh, boy. Couple of breaks for both players. On that particular point, Sabatini prevails, leads 2-1 in this first set tiebreak.
2-1 Sabatini.
One of the reasons Monica has such a good overhead is because when she has approached, she's ended up having to play a lot more lobs because most of the players are struggling just to get the ball back. Defensive tennis. 90% of those shots, she was in trouble. 5 feet behind the baseline in many instances. Just getting to the ball, and then finally when she had the opportunity to go on the offense, she did.
3-2 Sabatini. Great point. That is one pumped up woman. See the look of determination on Seles' face.
You know, both of these players realize this first set is crucial.
4-2 Sabatini. Our change ends. First player to 6, leading by 2. Pardon me, 7.
Well, both these players are very anxious to get this first set because Sabatini's had a long layoff, so physically she's not going to want to have to drag this into 3 sets. And Monica Seles has got a lot of injuries that are plaguing her. So the less she has to stay out on these hard courts, the happier she would be.
Double faults. 4-3. That's just her second.
Go, Gabby!
We can't speculate at this point, but this is the type of match that often ends up 7-6, 6-1, or 6-2, simply because there's so much spent in the first set emotionally, and it's very hard for players to come back if they lose that first set. The quality of, I mean, this is the best set we've had in the tournament. Jim, this reminds me, remember that great match we had here in Montreal on a Friday night with Connors and McEnroe?
Yes, last time Jimmy Connors beat John McEnroe.
Same level of play, yeah.
Just long.
Here's the real test of Sabatini's serve. She's only had 2 double faults. Served very well. Had a good percentage for her in getting her first serve in. She's two points away from losing, and she's up against the #1 returner in the world.
Three double faults.
Yeah, 2 of them have come in the latter stages of this tiebreak.
Hit set it up for Seles. She took advantage of it and buried it. She wins the tiebreak 7-4, takes the first set 7-6 over Gabriela Sabatini.
Didn't get